will be your room.
Okay.
I know it isn't much, but it'll do. So I know you might be missing your home right now. So is there anything getting you to make you feel more at home?
I used to drink tea when I was younger.
We can go get some of that as we have some downstairs. Brought you this.
Okay. Is this being captured? Sullivan. This was going to be a respectful video. I was going to come to the conclusion that even though your video was not the best and had its flaws, what was important was that you learned from it and that overall it made you a better filmmaker. But then you went and you said this. Basically, all respect out the window. This is just going to be a very critical review of your short film. Okay, so let's start with the biggest problem. White balance. Okay, so your white balance is ugly, it's gross, and it completely distracted me from trying to get your sorry attempt at a story. This is so mean. I'm looking at it right now, there's this really gross blue tint throughout the entire thing. Disgusting. Okay, now I know what you're gonna say when you see this. You're gonna be like,
But Andrew, I did the white balance low because emotions and stuff.
wrong. No, Sullivan. There's two ways you can do that. Okay, you can use like lights, like actual lights that are blue that can make it blue. You can add blue objects in your scene. Like I know you couldn't do this, but you could paint the wall blue in like a professional film. You could have like a blue object, like you could have blue lighting, but you do not screw up your white balance to get blue. Okay, if you wanted your thing to be tinted blue, you do that in post. Okay,
But I didn't want to do it in post because
Sullivan, do not fuck up your white balance just because you want to skip a step in post, okay? It's not worth it, it looks ugly, and I hate it. Even if you disagree with everything I just said, Mr. Logan is the one who's going to be looking at this, and Mr. Logan is going to, the first thing's going to pop up and say, he's going to be like, oh, white balance is off, Sullivan didn't know what he was doing, Sullivan, you're trash, you're a horrible filmmaker, get the hell out of my house. Let's go on to the second thing. Dialogue. Okay, so you're actors, okay? I get it, you had limited actors, okay? They didn't really know what they were doing because they're not actors, they're your friends, okay? You guys throw on your Ku Klux Klan, whatever, you beat up black people. But what you do have control over is what you want them to say, okay? So in this script, you said something like, the way it was described, like, it was like some old person, like, I used to have tea in my no, okay, Sullivan, you have control over what they say. Since you can't get good actors, you need to have your dialogue match your actors, okay? You need it to be something that they would actually say. Not like, these people, they're two guys, okay? They're the same age. This is not how guys their age talk. That's not how they talk. So the dialogue was super unnatural. It was super dumb. If you had like an actual actor or like someone that actually matched your dialogue, this would have worked. I'm not saying your dialogue was bad. I'm just saying you need to match it with your actors. You need to lean into your weaknesses, aka bad actors are your weakness, okay? And you need to write the script, write the dialogue around that to match them, working with your weaknesses, okay? Does that make sense? Timing is something you have complete control over because you get to edit it, okay? You get to spice up the clips, you get to chop up, like, you know what I'm talking about, okay? You have 100% control over the timing, so there should be no reason why this timing feels so awkward. There's awkward pauses when they talk, and there's like unnecessary shots, like when he walks over and picks up the thing, okay? And I know you weren't trying to pad the runtime with this because you went over the minute mark, so somehow in your brain you thought that this was an essential clip, that you like it was so essential to the video that you had to go past the 1 minute time mark, okay? My video is like 24 seconds long. and you went past the minute with there's so much useless clutter and fat that it could be trimmed down. Like this could be like a 20-second clip, and it went over a minute. Oh, and also Sullivan, here's something to make your dialogue. If you want to make your dialogue low, what you can do is when they're talking, because you only have one camera, right? So have the audio of the other person overlap with the other person's shot, and it will work. Okay, timing is under your control. No excuse for why the timing is so bad. Okay, you got to put effort into the post. All right, you got it. You got to try, Sullivan, and you clearly did not with this timing, because it's like, I don't know how you can watch this and not see how bad the timing is. Okay, so this is the final issue that I had. I don't know if anyone else picked up on this. The focus. Sullivan, your shots go out of focus. Why are they going out of focus? Did you not preview the clips? Did you not look at the clips after you recorded them? Because there's close-ups where half their face is falling out of focus. Like, how open was your iris that his face was not in focus? Or did you not even have peeking on for this shot? And there are some shots I noticed where you kind of rack focus, but your racking is late and turns out to be more distracting than if it just went out of focus. Although, honestly, if it was this bad, you should have just reshot. Like, so to summarize, because I know you have attention span of lettuce, white balance was awful. I don't care what you say. If you really wanted it to be colder, there are so many other ways you could have done that. Do not screw up your white balance. Writing your script, your dialogue was really unnatural. I did not like that at all. But I didn't like that. And if it's a minute long, there should be no dialogue. Look up minute long short film winners. Like, there's so many of them that are really good. Not a single word are spoken in these. Okay, dialogue is super unnecessary, and a minute long really lets you dive into like the visual part of storytelling, because there's no time to explain anything. Okay, don't forget timing. Yeah, you have complete control over timing. There's no reason why you shouldn't do that. How many shots were out of focus? I'll have a counter right here. How many shots that I noticed that were out of focus? There were probably more, but that's just all I noticed. Okay, so maybe Sullivan, you should take everything what I said and you should learn that. Take it to heart.